Batangas, Philippines. A place where seaweed has not just been a crop, but a livelihood for so much of the community.
Pag nasa dagat, malakas ang katawan. Bago makikita mo yung tanim mo, magaganda. Kaya na-enjoy talaga.
And a focus for scientific research. Universities have been studying its growth for ecology and potential for sustainable aquaculture. We came here to highlight a productive seaweed farm, the women behind it, and to help expand sustainable seaweed farming and build a brighter future for the Philippines. Our journey started after seeing a YouTube video of Alfaca's farm. We saw it thriving, providing good living for so much of the community. And after seeing this, it was a must that we go help expand this mission. But on our arrival, we were shocked. We found that this once healthy seaweed farm is now dying in polluted waters. Families are losing their traditional ways of living, and the ecosystem is under threat. This isn't just a failed harvest, it's a crisis affecting the people, the ocean, and the future of an industry that was once thriving.
So what we're going to see here today is actually quite alarming. I came here to see viable production of seaweed, but we're actually met with the opposite. We're starting to hear stories now of the decline in production of seaweed, and which is due to a number of factors. One including the mismanagement of waste. Because of the way the current is and where this is situated, it drives all of that pollution and it heads to the direction of where the seaweed patches are. From what the farmers are telling us, that all of that sediment is settling on top of that seaweed, inhibiting the seaweed to grow, but also causing a large number of diseases.
Seaweed breathes life into the ocean, feeding it, protecting it, and healing it. Without it, the sea can begin to fade.
I'm Ian Limoyco, 42 years old, son of Edgardo and Flora Limoyco. I help my parents planting seaweeds since that is our main source of income for many years. We used to make some small nipa house there to sleep at night, and so that we can start planting early in the morning. And then time changed. Seaweeds become disappear. They have sick and never be grow well as before.
This island here was used previously, back in its heyday, which was in 2013. They used to dry seaweed on this land here, but what has happened, and because of the downturn of the industry, they no longer dry seeds here. As you can see over there, there's remnants of an old coal drying rack, which is how they used to dry seaweed in the rainy season. They've got a nipper hut over there, which was affected by Cyclone Christina. Just goes to show that the changing weather patterns and the intensity of cyclones has profound and direct impacts of the coastal communities that depend on the ocean.
Ako nga po pala si Ninita Rica Blanca, nakatira sa Calatagan, Batangas. Ang akin pong hanap buhay ay magsisiweeds. Noon pong namatay na yung mister ko, wala na pong katuwang sa buhay. Ako na lang po mag-isa. Ako na po mismo lahat. Nung nagkaroon kaya lang nasira, gawa ng bagyo. Tapos yung pong mga pollution, yun po ang nangyari sa amin. Pag nga po, yung mga babae dito, sila pa po nag-harvest talaga ng seaweed. Saka po alam niyo po, pag nasa dagat, malakas ang katawan. Bago makikita mo yung tanim mo, magaganda. Kaya na-enjoy talaga.
To have an idea of how abundant the seaweed harvest was back then, here are some photos by Edgar.
Mga hina-harvest ko ng seaweed, sobrang...
Anong klaseng seaweed po yan?
Ito po ang kapapay ko sa Alvarez. Nung kauna-unahang pong panahon noon.
Anong kayo ay na-introduce sa seaweed?
Kapapay ko sa Alvarez po itong lahat nito, yung mga yan. Kaya ang lalaki niyan po Galing sa Buanga. Galing sa Buanga po ang seedling variety nito.
I think the main struggle that they have here is the lack of local government support, but also support from organisations who are willing to help contribute to seaweed farming.
Ako po si Antonio Ricablanca. Nung una, mas tadyang maganda. Dumaan ang panahon na medyo nagka-problema gawa sa fuel use ng tubig. Hanggang sa ngayon, pag yung kami nagkasama-sama ng mga anak ko, dahil katulong ko sa pagkatanim ng gulaman, na ikukwento ko yung kasalukuyan ng napakaganda ng seaweed natin para kung nakaka-miss yung panahon ngayon. Nag-i-enjoy kami sa buhay na walang stress. Malaki na itutulong sa buhay namin.
Ako po si Teresa Aquino Noquera, Tubong Kalatagan. Dito po talaga. Kasalukuyan po namin hanap buhay noon ay seaweeds. Kaso wala na kami mga seaweeds ngayon. Kaya nag-floating na lang kami. Ayun po ang aming kinalakyang hanap buhay dito na mag-seaweeds po. Wala na nga po kami ngayon seaweeds Kung may tutulong pa, pwede pa po namin siguro namin kung itry po uli namin sa aming mga taniman, kung mabubuhay po uli sila at kung gaganda po, pwede pa po namin paglabuyan.
Ako po si Sherwin Mendoza. Kaya ako naman po gustong ma-revive po yung seaweeds dahil sa panahon po ng taghina ng aming hanap buhay, sa paghihila po ng mga floating cottage bilang may-ari din po. Ngayon, katulad po ngayong peak season, kailangan po namin ng alternative na source of income para naman po may isustos din kami sa pangangailangan namin araw-araw po. Maganda po sana kung mabibigyan uli kami ng mga seedlings pang umpisa po ng pagtatanim.
I thought this trip was going to be more of a positive one. We've heard stories of livelihoods being changed by the introduction of seaweed farming here in this region and how it's provided economic support and how it has had profound and positive impact on the families here to bring them to school, having that money to being able to provide support where they could build houses for their families. But yeah, all of that starting to disappear. They do have the floating cottages now, which provides a somewhat sustainable form of income, but it's also seasonal. Apparently it's the wet season, so this is actually the best time to harvest, the best time to plant, the best time for seaweed production, but they can't do that at the moment until they tackle those issues. I think we really need to get the support of local governments, the shrimp industry, government agencies that are tied to aquaculture and food production, and really look into the story here and to see how we can reinvigorate the seaweed industry here.